Best Donald Trump post you saw over the past week?
There were a lot of good memes. I would say I like the Wilt Chamberlain photo. Instead of him holding the 100 because he scored 100 points, it just said 34-0. People were like celebrating it.
Just yeah, all 34 for 34.
Yeah, he did it.
That's 100%.
Yeah.
If he does something, he goes all out. Can't say that. I saw someone floating around. Oh, it was Dustin, our buddy comedian. Dustin,
Yeah.
He posted. It was like Jesus had his arms on his shoulders and said, "They thought I was guilty too."
Yeah, and I think he captured it like everyone's aunt
on Facebook. Your aunt on Facebook.
Wow. They thought I was guilty too.
I'm all for it. I think we officially have kicked off the election year with
a felony.
With the guy who's the favorite right now to have 34. What are 34 felonies? No, 34 charges.
Yeah, he was convicted. Yeah, guilty of all 34 charges. And what I've heard, which you guys know, I'm very into politics. I know a ton. Yeah. But this was going to be the easiest of his 4 trials to win, I think. And he went 0-34 in this one.
0-34.
So I think it might be a rough road ahead. I also don't know anything. Also, how long we've been recording.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be exciting. Here we go. The next 6 months is going to be exciting.
Can he still be president with all of these charges?
He can do it. Anyone can do it. Anything.
Nelson Mandela did.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela.
See, Derek knows.
He was president of the United States once. How did he do that? It wasn't even a citizen. We're back with Correct Opinions. Another great episode. Welcome to June.
That's good.
Or as Derek calls it, June. I'm kidding. We have a great episode for y'all. What? Sorry.
I'm just practicing on being
you got a rainbow behind you.
A news reporter, actually. So I'm holding my mic this whole episode. So welcome to Correct Opinions, nightly news at 6.
Go to camera 3 and say roll music for us. Camera 3.
Oh, there's camera 3. Roll music.
Correct Opinions. Correct Opinions. Katie, would you ever think of me as a master?
No.
Well, you're gonna have to because Masterclass is a proud sponsor of this show, and I've dove in some of their classes for just $10 a month. You can too. An annual membership with Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every instructor, 200 plus of the world's best at what they do.
It truly is the world's best. Simone Biles is teaching gymnastics fundamentals.
Goat.
Steve Martin is teaching comedy.
Goat.
Kevin Hart using humor to make your mark. Little goat. He's 5'4".
That's right. I've taken the classes. Gordon Ramsay.
Goat.
Yes.
British goat.
Wow.
I've loved taking classes on there with some of my hobbies, passions, or start up a whole new one. Why not? We have an offer for the Recties, of course. Go right now to masterclass.com/Trey and you can get 15% off. Woo! An additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/Trey. Once again, that's masterclass.com/Trey. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Proudly, once again, BetterHelp. I've been moving. We've been moving.
We have been moving.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get out of a house, then you're selling a house, and you're figuring out
I bet
a new
that's
house.
fun and easy.
No, it's stressful. And therapy can really help in times of stress. We all carry a lot of different stressors, big and small. Maybe it's moving, maybe something smaller. Who knows? We keep it bottled up. But to figure out how to work through whatever's weighing you down, therapy is a great choice. And you should try BetterHelp if you're thinking of starting therapy. I've done it. You'll love it. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch to therapist anytime for no additional charge.
That's right. Get it off your chest, whatever it is, with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/correct today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct.
BetterHelp. What is it again?
It's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct.
Millennial pause.
This just in. Trey Kennedy received another package on our porch today. It was opened, and not only was it another item of clothing, it was another t-shirt with a basketball on it. He now has about 20 t-shirts with basketballs on it, and our son points it out every time.
Oh,
I didn't realize I had so many basketball pieces of clothing.
I didn't know that
So
either.
every time I put it on, it'll go, ball. He points at you, ball. And I'm like, what? Another one? I might have 9 various shirts
I'm
with
like,
balls
how
on
many
it.
shirts have basketballs on them?
And then I shopped the other day. We got, which real quick, this has been subtle, but we're finally officially announced it across Instagram. We have partnered with Java Monster. Give it up. Thank you, Java Monster. Look at this cool sign. Coffee with attitude. Pretty cool. I grew up drinking a lot of Monster, and then they came with Java Monster. It's my two other things: coffee and energy.
Yeah.
It's my two favorite things.
And Java Monster, don't they have like 4 different types of Java Monster? I mean,
6. I'll have you know.
Expert.
So I partner with them. We celebrate it, and sometimes when everyone's done, maybe you get a raise, maybe you get a little. If you feel good at work, you get yourself a little treat. I went shopping. I said I'm going to buy myself a couple shirts.
Yep.
Without thinking, they both arrived. They both have basketballs on.
Oh.
I got a Caitlin Clark shirt because I do like watching her, the Iowa Classic, and then I bought some other random shirts that happen to have a ball on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're back. Shout out Java Monster. Everyone get you some.
Caitlin Clark, are we going to defend her?
Oh yes, pull this up. I don't know if you've seen this, Katie.
Shannon Sharp.
She's really put women's basketball on the map, and a lot of the WNBA her colleagues, as it's natural. She's the new girl on the block. They're a little annoyed. Why are we talking about this girl so much? She needs to prove herself first. We're the real ballers.
This might be a dumb question. Don't really follow too well. Has she already been drafted into the WNBA?
She's been playing for 15 games now in the WNBA.
Okay.
Their WNBA season is like opposite of the NBA. So
Okay,
Caitlin rolled right from college into pros.
That is confusing. Okay.
Yeah.
What team
And
is she on?
she's on the Indiana Fever.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, she has a headache after some of these clips.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Katie?
She's running hot.
All right, let's go to the
I don't know
booth.
if all WNBA teams, again, I'm learning too because she's kind of got me into it. I've been enjoying it. Do all the teams have
6 ads on their jerseys?
like symptoms as the mascot?
Well, my favorite team is the Minneapolis Scoliosis. That's who I always cheer for. But now the Fever, they have Caitlin Clark.
The Los Angeles Hot Flashes.
I mean, that sounds legit.
That'd be sick, dude.
Sounds legit.
The New York, wake up your husband in the middle of the night because you heard a noise. And so watch this clip. This has been so again. A lot of the girls are mad. She's been getting some chirping both on and off the court. So and then this is the latest. Whoa. Lower.
I mean, that's clear, which was called. The question is, will they call
She
it
says, hey, girl.
And just
unnecessary? Kennedy Carter.
just kind of lowers the boom.
Yeah.
Kennedy. Oh, it is Kennedy. Kennedy Carter.
First
it's
name.
spelled
Shinity.
Chinity, and I've been calling her Chinity.
How is
So I
it
want to
spelled?
apologize. CH. Kennedy Carter just and in the game, they didn't even call. They just
didn't
called a
call it?
regular foul.
It was a regular foul. And
so in basketball.
Look
There's
at the bench here too.
they
their Angel Reese is
enjoyed it?
clapping.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel Reese. Does she get fined
yeah.
for that?
I think so.
She got a $1,000 fine for not talking to the media after the game.
It is. It's
did
funny.
s-
Their fines are so much smaller.
I saw a comment, I think today, and it said, fine them $50 and she'll stop.
Because the NBA guys get fined like $100,000, but
Oh, wow.
they get paid $70,000. So
Yeah.
she got retroactively a flagrant one. You're not supposed to do that. And I don't know, Caitlin Clark.
What do you
People
think,
are
Katie?
people are out for blood.
Is it jealousy? Is it racism? Is it just competitive spirit?
It's jealousy.
Yeah.
Walk us through the female brain. If you were Kennedy Carter, and here in comes this hot thing from Iowa, everyone loves her, everyone's talking about her, what would you feel? How would you react?
They're just trying to let everyone know that she's not better than everyone. So they're going to just knock her down a few.
Now, what if you are still Kennedy Carter, and for the last 5 years you've been in the WNBA, and you've flown on Southwest Airlines to get to all your games, and then this year, with the popularity of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, fill in the blank, now you can fly private. Are you going to still be treating her that way?
Yeah.
Respect.
If I was Kennedy Carter. Now, if I was Katie Kennedy, no. But if I was Kennedy Carter, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like, because it's just making it worse. You're like, private jets, we get it.
Yeah.
Check up.
I was
how we
fine
do
with
it.
Southwest.
Iowa girl. Who? I was fine with that.
Who's Southwest?
Barcelona.
What Native American
okay?
Airlines have you been on?
Okay.
Who's Southwest?
It's just a Native American airline. You're just wherever the wind takes them.
I do think, like, obviously it's like everyone's standing up for Caitlin Clark. Like, this is so bad, but it's kind of good. Like, drama is good. Like, now people, now there's good, there's evil. People are talking about the WNBA.
Pretty exciting.
These girls
it's great.
want their name in the news.
But then go talk to the media afterwards and bring them that drama.
Well, to skip it is drama. Kind of awesome. Did you, Angel Reese, look up Angel Reese pregame high heels?
I saw that too. Yeah.
So now, because we're more attention, the guys, all the professional NFL, NBA, Travis Kelce, they walk into the game
showing off an outfit.
Yeah.
like they're in
Met Gala.
Paris Fashion Week.
Right.
Which, by the way, I got the Thunder, shout out to the Thunder, hometown. They hooked me up years ago, kind of with the experience. I was like posting for them. And so I got in that kind of tunnel where the guys walk in.
Oh, okay, right on.
So let me just lay out how anticlimactic this is. It's like there's no one around. It's an empty.
It's just like the social media guy
Exactly.
is there
It
with
is
a
an
phone.
empty building. They're showing up. They have a game at 7 p.m. They arrive at 11 a.m. There's no one there except one guy with a camera, and they just walk from their car maybe 150 yards into the locker room. And that's the point of that outfit.
And they take it off and return it probably.
Well,
Chinity, hey, wait, I don't need to know how you do it.
the women do. They hardly get paid, but you guys probably keep it. You guys probably donate it to
The locker room, just leave it.
or the girls, because the guards can donate it to the big girls because they're all 6'5".
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's tough.
But you were saying now the WNBA has started doing this, where they have
they've
their own
never
kind of
done this
fashion
before.
walks.
So
Or at
Angel
least-
Reese was walking through in her outfit. Watch her. This is pretty great.
Oh, I just found a low res photo.
Okay, there's a video.
Is there a video?
There's a video.
I actually showed it to Rachel, and I was like, "Is this like normal?
Oh, it's brutal. It's like when
like a
these
newborn
poor,
giraffe?"
it's like athlete. Watch.
Oh,
And she says it. She's like, I got to take these shoes off. She's in like 6-inch heels and she can barely walk. I will say, Katie was a model for years. How hard is it to walk in those 6-inch heels? Did you have to practice?
I mean, not really.
I gotta
Oh
say,
wow, but Katie Kennedy, better athlete than Angel Reese.
more coordinated,
Clip it.
better balance.
If that's, I mean, I still have a couple pairs. I could
Show us.
Yeah.
And
test run.
you're pregnant, 25 weeks. So you're probably
24.
because Angel Reese, she's center in the WNBA. So you gotta maybe we put you at like 35 weeks. You get a little more mass.
Mm-hmm.
Top
It'd be
heavy.
a fairer test.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say last year at our Christmas party, I was 7 months pregnant and I wore like 3-inch heels for 8 hours.
No problem.
What's the conversion rate? 7 months, 3 inches. That's probably similar to what Angel Reese is
What
doing.
where were you at in your cycle?
There's no cycle when you're pregnant.
Okay,
Is she? I know. Yeah. Is she being serious?
walk us through the female brain again, with this part of it. No, honestly,
How
when I
many
saw
eggs
that
you
clip, it made me have more respect for Taylor Swift because I was like, I just saw her do a 3-hour concert in heels.
Yes,
Didn't even think
see?
about it. Didn't even
Yeah.
notice it. Angel Reese can't walk 10 feet in heels.
She might have just gotten some not good heels. Like you can buy some cheap. You can buy some
Okay.
cheap
So
heels,
some of these sporty girls maybe need
Like a
fashion-
titanium heel.
or just a fashion advocate to help.
Oh.
maybe.
Yeah, I guess a lot of them do, and then they marry them.
Speaking, what?
What?
You talking girl on girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or girl on gay guy?
Speaking of
Very confused.
WNBA
Love?
relationships and love,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Kelsey Plum, famous player, was married to Darren Waller, a famous NFL player. They got married, and within they pulled a Kardashian. I think they got divorced within 6 months.
When
Yeah.
did they?
And
I'll
Darren
Google the
Waller dropped. He's in the NFL, but I guess an aspiring musical artist.
1 year of marriage, April to March. 11 months.
Close.
Yep.
All right, so let's see this track here. He dropped a little music video.
It's time. Take your time ahead. Just take a time out and feel.
And he hired like an actress that kind of looks like her.
I was wondering.
How
Okay.
much that you and I for real. How long I gotta climb up this hill.
He's,
Tired and I wanna be still.
okay.
Imagine if we fell out of tune.
I'm so tired of going up this hill.
He's at a low point.
Let's
you
just
know?
stop running, be still. 'Cause you wanna leave. You know I wanna be your man for real. We didn't make it a year.
He's at a low point, you know.
I mean, a lot of people get broken up with, and they don't do that. That's an interesting response. I think it would have been easy for a lot of people to be on his side had he just done nothing. Just come out this year and play good football.
Stay away from popcorn.
That would have been great. Autotune's
Right.
doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
Kelsey Plum, we talked about on the podcast a few months back. She had the viral moment eating the popcorn, cringe,
Do you think that's
insert
what did
here,
it?
and he out cringed her somehow.
I wonder what happened. You think they just fell out of love?
I know. How does one? Because we were talking first year's the hardest.
Good luck, guys. They are
think
both
it's so
traveling
hard?
a lot. Maybe that's
All the
why.
travel.
Do you think they never saw each other?
Maybe, man. It does make you kind of wonder, man. Why did Kim and Chris Humphries get divorced after 72 days? Why can't they make it a year? What is that? It's a shame. We're just here to say we're a pro-marriage podcast, and we're all proud to announce still married and I'm not planning on getting divorced. You?
No, I no music videos on the horizon either.
That's good.
That video is just so much proof because people are like, does Antonio Brown, is Rob Gronkowski, Darren Waller has CTE. You don't make that music video without a little bit of CTE.
A little bit. He also he's a recovered drug addict.
Yeah, he's got a cool story.
Yeah.
And Georgia Tech, right? One
Yeah,
of Katie's roommates.
I know him.
Yeah.
Man, women are a crazy drug. He was on like heroin and stuff, and he was just like, he missed that, but he's like,
No
like,
music
I'm good.
videos. Yeah.
You fall in love with a girl, and now he's out here.
Kelsey Plum, that'll do it to you. You know what I realized was Kelsey Plum, that old viral video of a girl launching a T-shirt like into the upper deck in the arena.
That's her.
That's been her this
Heck
whole
of an
time.
arm.
Yeah, I had no idea. And it kind of makes me want to write a song about her
Kelsey
too.
Plum, I'm here. Why you out to leave?
I kind of want to know what he sounds like without autotune.
Do your best guess.
Yeah, you know him.
Well,
You know him.
I know, but
What do you mean? You've talked to him.
I haven't heard him sing before.
Oh, the singing voice.
Yeah, the singing voice. Because I don't
Probably
know.
not very good.
I mean, yeah,
He was using auto tune and
Right.
it was not in tune.
right. Okay.
He is on the New York Giants, and I saw some comments that said this is the worst thing to hit New York since the planes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just
You didn't
repeating.
say it.
I didn't say it.
He's just reporting.
That's what
He's
I'm
reporting the news.
Journalism. But that's been fun. It's always fun. Like, it's NFL offseason, so of course we're going to make a big deal about that. We have nothing else to go off of right now. Thank you, Darren Waller.
Thank you, Darren Waller. We're halfway through. I'll tell you what we've been watching is the new Netflix documentary about the TikTok dancing cult. I was very excited about this because I was
Oh, is this the Dancing with the Devil?
Yes.
Oh,
I was
Yes.
I know
privy
it's
to
about
this.
TikTok.
I was privy to this before the documentary dropped, so I've
Tell
been very
us.
fun to watch. The main part of the story, how they get into it, is there's a famous sister duo on social media, the Wilkins sisters.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was aware of them because I'd been at an event with them years ago and met them, and like really, they were very nice gals.
Okay.
Got to know them a little bit.
They're from
Friends.
like Ohio or something.
Yeah, there's like very similar. They're just they're
Middle
like
East.
sweet
Yeah.
white girls from the Midwest. We
Yeah.
we talked about like crock pots and probably and
Chili.
and then I followed them, right, and I kind of knew them, and then I slowly over the years start to see like they kind of don't do videos anymore, and then it's just kind of weird. There's some drama. You're like, okay, they seemed very nice and normal.
Okay.
Oh, and then the one girl whom she just married Austin Eckler, NFL player,
No way.
who you've met.
I
you know.
zoomed with him one time.
Seriously.
So random.
And she and her family went like Instagram Live and just kind of blew it up. Like we have not seen her talk to her in like a year because she's joined this like cult thing in
Don't
LA.
give away the whole show.
I'm not giving it away.
Give away
and,
most of it, though.
and
I want to know.
yeah, basically go watch it. But it was this it was a church, and he's like come to this church, and it was like a kind of a weird control-y guy pastor church situation. Like, you know, I'm a church, I'm here to help you get saved, but part of being saved is you better make sure and tithe me like a third of your money. That
It's
kind of thing.
literally he does a tithe, an offering,
A man of God fee.
and a man of God fee.
Which, you
And
know.
you're supposed to do 10% on each.
A man of God fee. I mean, that's pushing it. That's like you're getting so greedy.
It's like, listen, some you're supposed to tithe to the church, right? But I'm up here, I'm kind of being extra godly, and that comes. I can't
At a
let's
cost.
do that for
I
free.
mean, you pay a middleman in business to carry out things for you. I'm just the same thing.
But this guy, he kind of taps into these TikTokers and sees they got followers, they got opportunities. So then creates a management company. So he's simultaneously their pastor and their manager. As you can imagine, that's not a great combo. And yeah.
Yeah, then he starts
weird.
housing them. It's a whole thing.
Really?
Housing them, beating them up.
Giving them housing.
Housed her down the stairs.
They got host. Really,
It's
really
good, though?
wild,
I mean,
yeah.
it's like something that happened, still happening.
Yeah,
It's still-
well, we haven't.
We don't know. We
she
haven't
said
finished
don't
it,
give
but
it away, and she's giving way more details. You are. You're like,
No,
don't
I'm not.
don't give it away. Here's how it ends. No, we haven't watched it all yet. But TikTok dancers, man. Who would have thought?
I'm still excited, and I'm still down for you to do it. But we've always talked about like they need to do a really good Vine documentary.
Yes,
like, please,
dude.
someone make it.
I came across. Should play this a little bit. That we really should venture into that. Just where are all the Viners now? There's so many of the Vines. I came across an edit, and this is what you realize too of the people who tried to make Vines and like didn't do much. That's almost a fascinating part of it too. There's someone posted an edit of Luke Combs' Vines account. Like he was back there hustling, shooting like Vine covers,
And it never popped off for him, but he found success otherwise.
right.
That's
Or like
so
how Morgan
interesting.
Wallen was on The Voice, or these people, or the newest guy, these beautiful things that I got.
Benson.
That song?
it's one of Thomas's favorites.
It is. He was
Was
what?
he on
He was
something?
American Idol guy. or
Yeah, I
something.
think so.
Oh, really? I always wondered, I don't keep track of American Idol, but I'm like, what are those people doing? But some of them are doing great.
I think there's some instances where American Idol nailed it. Like Carrie Underwood, Kelly Clarkson. They have some of like
Yeah.
the best voices ever. So
Oh,
good
yeah.
job,
The
America.
first handful of seasons American Idol, unbelievable. You got Kelly Clarkson,
Yes.
voice of a generation.
Yes. Carrie Underwood right there with her.
Number 2 was Ruben Studdard.
Yeah.
He did
Clay
nothing.
Aiken. They did some stuff.
David Archuleta.
David Archuleta.
Utah's kind of turned on him a little bit.
Oh, no.
He's celebrating this month.
Oh, he's gay?
Juneteenth. Oh,
You're surprised by that?
I didn't know he was gay.
Well, remember,
Never DM'd me.
I told my story on here before.
He never made me think otherwise. Let's put it that way.
His cousin went to my school. Remember, I was going to be on his music video?
Oh, you know
Oh, you were going to
everybody.
be in his music video, but you're too tall.
I was too tall.
That's right.
Your heels were too large.
Maybe, and he didn't hit on you? Gay.
I never,
Oh, he
I'm serious.
must be gay.
When we meet
I
guys and they
never
don't hit on her, I'm like, what are you? Oh, I see.
Oh,
That makes sense.
you're at the
'Cause look at her.
parades.
You,
Yeah,
right? He, you had Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Chris
Fantasia?
Daughtry, Fantasia,
Chris Daughtry.
Jennifer Hudson.
You've probably never seen
Oh,
Chris
Jennifer.
Daughtry in concert, though, have you?
I did at the Huntsville Comedy Club. he bumped me.
Have we told this story on the podcast?
Yeah, I think we have.
Really? Okay.
Pretty
I mean,
sure.
It's not too crazy of a
I
story.
was just
but-
playing the Huntsville Comedy Club, and they're like, "Hey, so sorry, we double booked. You're gonna have to only do one late show Friday because Chris Daughtry's performing."
Oh, I
was like,
remember
"What?"
that.
At a comedy club in Huntsville. So we go watch the
Huntsville?
end of it, and he's a pro. He's having
Heavy as the
unbelievable.
crown.
Look at this Luke Combs on Vine. You ever seen these old Vines? I'm sure I came across.
Whoa.
It. Yeah, look at,
Love with me, West Virginia down to Tennessee. It was Jesus saved me, blue jean baby.
sounds good.
Girl, you got the beat right. You're the only
Oh, that dude on the left was a big Viner.
No way.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I'm hard to love, no, I don't make it
Look like
All right, that's enough, dude. I feel like this is the essence of Vine. It's like shot in
Dimly
a-
lit.
It's like
just
an old
gross.
old gen phone that wasn't nearly as good as now, and you're just like in your college dorm with like beige walls.
Yeah, no, nothing on the ceiling, nothing on the walls.
Dude, it's unbelievable how many of my early Vines, my childhood room was bright orange because I
Bright
went to Oklahoma
orange.
State. I was obsessed. Orange. And half of my vines early on are just in a bright orange room.
Think about
I'm sure it
this
makes your
red.
skin look weird.
This red, but orange. That's
Yeah, I
what it
can't
was.
imagine painting a whole room one color. That's crazy.
Especially a crazy color. Dude, it's so funny. We were like, we got to keep the red. New studio, keep the red. It's iconic, correct opinions. One of the first comments was like, why'd you make your studio look like a Target dressing room? It's like, oh, that makes me hate it immediately. It's a good diss.
Who doesn't like Target? That's why we did
The
it.
people watching this love Target.
Yeah, TJ Maxx,
Easy.
Target.
Red
Robin.
What do you know about Diving Deeper?
Well, I know about Stephen Curtis Chapman.
I'm diving in. I'm going deep.
Wow, I missed that cue. Huh?
Into master classes. How I'm diving. Oh,
That's what you
embarrassed.
get
That's
for
what you
not
get.
singing along.
That's what you get.
No.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. Master class.
Told it.
You can learn from the best to become your best. Masterclass is the only streaming platform you can learn and grow with over 200 plus of the world's best. You've heard me say it. Masterclass, I literally got on there because I was in a big poker phase. And Daniel Negreanu taught me how to play Texas Hold'em better. And when you get on Masterclass, the great thing is you're like, oh, wait, there's so many options. I can dive into these other classes, make something else a hobby or these passions.
Do they have like a how to mount your microphone class? Or
You know what? I bet there is something. I'll dive in deeper.
They have
I'm diving
true
in.
experts
I
on
bet
there.
someone on there.
Simone Biles is on there. Wayne Gretzky,
Wow.
Tony Hawk. I mean, there are experts
They got
teaching
her.
this.
She wouldn't even do the Olympics, but she'll do masterclass. They got her. We have an offer for you guys.
Jane Goodall, Bill Nye.
Woo!
Sorry.
Science. We got an offer for you guys. Of course, the Recties get a deal. Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/Trey. That's 15% off at masterclass.com/Trey. What a great gift, maybe for Father's Day, whatever you're thinking. I love it. You'll love it. Masterclass.com/Trey.
Hans Zimmer.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Who?
BetterHelp. Help!
Tell me
what
about
do you
it.
need help with?
I need help with
Getting things off your chest?
my mental health. We carry around different stressors. What's the stressor you're carrying around, Katie? Being pregnant.
I think dealing with my husband might be the one right now.
Well, no, she's pregnant. We're moving. It's a lot. We're both stressed, and you can keep things bottled up, and that can start to affect you negatively. And therapy is a safe place to get things off your chest. And so if you're thinking of starting therapy, which I've done, I've really benefited me, you can give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
We highly recommend BetterHelp. I mean, you guys know my wife is a licensed counselor. We are all in on providing people better mental health access, and BetterHelp is the best way to do it. It's a great gateway into therapy.
Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/correct. Is it okay if I cut you off there? I want to make sure
That's what I was about to say, that same exact sentence. It's funny.
Today, you get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/
Correct.
Good.
Pause.
millennial pause. You watched Jerry Seinfeld's new movie?
Yeah, I've been watching a few things. But yeah,
we
we
got?
watched Unfrosted. I think we watched that in Portugal. We were like jet lagged one night, and Rachel's like, turn on Unfrosted. So if
Seinfeld.
you don't know, I don't even really know that much, but I'm making some leaps here. I think Jerry Seinfeld has a somewhat like infamous joke. He has some joke back in the day about talking about the first time he ever had a Pop-Tart, and his brain blew out the back of his head, and people loved that joke. And I guess he was like, hey, people laughed at that. Why don't I make a whole movie about the Pop-Tart? I don't know how we get from A to B exactly, but he just decides like, hey, I love breakfast food. I'm going to create the story of how the Pop-Tart was created. And I think, took some creative liberties.
He brought in Gaffigan. He's
So-
the Hot Pocket guy.
I didn't even think about that.
There, I guess.
What do you mean he's the Hot Pocket guy?
That's like his big bit.
Katie. It's
Yeah.
iconic. The Hot
Oh.
Pocket bit.
I thought you meant he made them.
I don't know. I kind of feel like I missed the boat a little. I wish I was in that time frame where I could just crush joking about various pastries. I feel like that was
Maybe so can.
That used to be all you needed.
Oh, it's all you need because they just
get
kept,
on late
They
night.
kept putting out these revolutionary snacks, and you're like, we got to talk about this.
And now we have to work much harder, and that's
Yeah,
fine.
We're so it's harder.
We're so just in pain.
They did it without the internet.
So it's just amazing. So yeah, Jim Gaffigan's in it. It's amazing that they got essentially every comedian I've ever seen and still made an unfunny movie. It's so impressive how. So it's Jerry Seinfeld, Jim Gaffigan, Amy Schumer, Melissa McCarthy, Hugh Grant, Bill Burr, Max Greenfield, the guy from New Girl.
Yeah.
Andy
Very
Daly,
funny people.
the guys from SNL, Kyle Mooney and Beck. Those two
Yeah.
guys are in it.
No, not funny.
And they got Hank from Breaking Bad. Not known for being funny, but he's still in there.
Yeah, I like him though.
I mean, there's just a number of other just comedians you would recognize. And I don't know if it was a comedy. I don't know. Maybe it kind of was like Barbie. It was like, if this is for kids, that's great. But if you're going to say it's a comedy, it's not that. Because I don't know who would laugh at this.
Because they know how to be funny. It makes you, I do wonder, because some of these, you see a lot of these famous people, they'll like host a game show or like some of this stuff. And as a comedian, comedians pride themselves on being kind of self-aware. That's kind of the whole gig. It's like, I wonder if they ever like watch it back, and they're kind of like,
we didn't put any jokes in it.
Well,
they're like, you know what? Netflix likes it.
right?
got it
Who was
done.
the writer? I mean, because like
Maybe they're just like, you know what? I'm not the writer. I showed up. I tried.
Yeah. I think it was like Jerry and one or two other people. So a lot of these comedians weren't writing in it.
right. That's what it's kind of. They unfortunately got pulled into that of like. These people are supposed to be funny, and they probably were just like told to say these lines, and they were like,
And not that I've done many at all, but any kind of like acting or those types of setups, you do a million takes, and they'll be like, well, riff a couple. So they have options. So a lot of them, they're like, I riffed a really funny joke, and they didn't put it in. Why not?
Maybe
That probably happens.
I got to give him credit. I think the reason I say it might have been made for kids is because it moved so fast. It was like a TikTok movie. It was very quick moving. So in a sense, it was like, well, it wasn't that bad because at least it kept me entertained.
"Did you learn a lot about Pop-Tarts?"
I don't know how much was true, but still no. I don't think I learned a ton. It made me want a Pop-Tart. I got to give him credit there. I had a hankering for some Pop-Tarts. So it was fine. It wasn't an awful movie, but in comparison, have you seen the show Tires on Netflix?
I watched episode
Started.
1. I need to get around to it.
So that is written by a stand-up comedian named Shane Gillis, and you compare those two, you're like, I mean, he's working with a tenth of the budget, a tenth of the comedians, and that's funny.
That was so good.
Yeah, now you watch this movie with 20 stand-up comedians, like, why can't they make something funny?
But my parents wouldn't think Tires is funny.
And they might like Unfrosted.
Yeah, so it's Unfrosted, you get that big of a budget. I'm sure they're like, hey guys, listen, we get it. These jokes would crush at the Comedy Cellar, but Gretel in Pennsylvania, she's putting this on. We need her to enjoy it. There's some of that.
The part that is confusing to me is Jerry Seinfeld is, I mean, how rich? And he's like 70 years old, and it's like wants to slave away at a movie about the Pop-Tart.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought that a bunch. If I'm like, I've thought about that a whole bunch. I'm like, if I'm able to like do enough, like when am I gonna like retire? I feel like it's harder to retire when you work for yourself.
Yeah.
It's a little less of a game plan. And I've always thought, like, do I want to be slaving away on the road at 68?
Someone needs
if
to
I
tell
don't
him.
have
Does he
to?
like
Tell
have
him
a family?
I know he, at one point in time, he had a really young family.
Yeah.
Didn't he
You
marry
never-
like a
you never do this?
19-year-old or something?
He dated. I don't think he married her.
Okay.
He kind of dated a really
So,
young 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Then she was 18 quickly.
But then once it was public, she was of
That's
age.
like a little detail that we don't need to talk about.
So no
She was-
wife and kids.
She was unfrosted, to put it really bluntly. Yeah, you want to talk unfrosted? He's been doing it. Come on,
Katie, come on.
She's called an Uber or something.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I feel like he should just take up golfing instead. Like, don't write a movie about
Seriously.
the Pop-Tart. Go golf,
He
dude.
does. He has like several children. He has 3.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he sees them, but he's doing a lot of stuff still.
Wow, he is 70 years old.
He looks good for 70. I saw an interview. He said, I'm 70. I was a little surprised by that.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good for 70. Got some plugs.
Still like you, Jerry. Just Seinfeld's
doing his thing.
way better than Unfrosted. Night and day.
I know. It's just never ending. You're just like, well, just do what is like, what do you want me to do? It's like, could you just do this, like the show Seinfeld? What if you did that about Pop-Tarts? He's like, well, I did that. Like,
Well, that's what was good. Could you get Kramer back up here?
Just get
No.
Kramer.
It was fine.
Oh,
Unfrosted.
Okay. What do we got? The Chipotle drama.
Yes.
This is interesting. Chipotle has you're starting to see the power of social media and the younger generations, and it's crazy because we're the Chipotle could do no wrong, I think, a lot of times in our eyes, because we've been there with Chipotle from the jump. They came on the scene. We were like, what is this? This is unbelievable. Chipotle got us out of the depths of like the 99-cent cheeseburger. They said, hey, why don't you pay $6? We'll give you a little more quality. We said, you know what? Deal.
They said it locally sourced. And I said, really? And they said, don't worry about it. And I said, I trust you.
I trust. They're like, we don't have queso because that doesn't fit our plan of being all natural or something. And they're like, all right.
I wrote them enough emails.
Rules. We're in. And it's just evolved. And now I've even noticed this. I've tried to be partial, but it does feel like sometimes Chipotle is getting a little hit or miss.
The quality control is not
It
there.
used to just I do feel like I've gotten some bowls recently where I'm like, I don't. And the younger TikTok, they started blowing up. They're just like, they're turning on Chipotle. It's not enough. They don't give me enough food. It's not fresh. Blah blah blah.
They don't give you enough food. They give you a lot of food.
No,
well, they don't.
no, you don't even go.
You don't.
You're right, I don't really like it that much.
I haven't been in 5 years.
And so they kind of a movement where Chipotle's had no choice to speak up, and the CEO has had to they've addressed it. And he said some weird spiel. The CEO,
I didn't know he addressed the like TikTokification.
watching
he's like,
that the other
listen.
day.
He's like, our portions have always been big, and he's like, and even we pride ourselves on, you kind of go through the line, and if you kind of give the guy a look, he's happy to give you some more. He kind of
Like what?
and now there's people been like live filming them get filled up to be like, look, it's not enough.
Those
so I guess
poor Chipotle workers.
I know.
There's
They
like
don't deserve
hourly
it.
workers.
Yeah.
And apparently their management has said, like, listen, if they bring out the cameras and they're gonna make a whole thing, just load them up. Okay, just load them up. So now now it's like spread, and people are like, if you go to Chipotle, whip out that phone and basically harass them. I love how it's like these poor Karens, people like my mother named Karen or other white people. We had a few 50-year-olds go rogue in a Target parking lot, and now
bad apples.
Now we're like, how dare you harass people? And now the generation are like, wait, maybe these Karens were onto something.
I can get 20% more chicken.
If I just go in there and make a scene, put my phone in their face, I get some more adobo.
It is funny because like those employees, they don't actually care. I'm sure they're like, you can have as much as you want. Like it's not.
They're getting some weird. They're probably just like, let's spit in the chicken today because this kid comes in every day after school and harasses us. We're all gonna give him some Fromunda cheese.
Some what?
Classic.
Oh, I forgot. You were never a
All-time-
middle school boy.
Yeah,
I was not.
All-time Dane Cook joke.
I looked up Chipotle CEO, and one of the quotes I found was, "It actually kind of really bums me out when people do this videoing thing."
Such a bummer, man.
When they're taking their videos and their reels about it. But yeah, life hack.
But you're still
film your hourly worker.
You're committed to Chipotle. I feel like you're passionate about it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think it's great. I just quietly judge them. I'm just like, oh, I would have loved to have way more. Oh well.
I did feel like I did my first, because I've tried to go out of my way to not be a Karen, and I've never done like the hacks of like, come on, some more, some less. I just kind of tell them and then let God decide. But I did my first ever hack where I was doing a healthy bowl, so I was gonna keep it light, extra protein, double chicken. And I tried the hack where I go chicken, and they did once. I go, actually double chicken, because that's the secret I read once. Because if you go double, it's a mental thing. If you just go chicken, they kind of give you a little more, and you say, well, now double it.
Now
a little hack.
Their hands are tied.
And I felt a little grimy about it. So that's where I'm at.
I've had friends who just blatantly say like, give me the most amount of chicken you can until you have to charge me double. Like whatever that 1.4 times normal, like whatever it is, like I'll take that, please.
I mean, that's just human nature, right? If you go in there and really aggressive, you're going to get a big bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't.
I mean, if I was serving you, I'd be like, okay. Once again, I don't care.
I do. If I could really say what I want, I'd be like, hey, you know the way you treat the fajita veggies and give me $1 million? Do that with the meat and like change how you do that.
Hey, you know how you interpret me wanting a gallon of sour cream? Why don't we do that with the chicken instead? I don't need that. I don't need to slurp my burrito.
I had to give up sour cream a long time ago. After the 5th time, they just ruined the whole bowl. I was like, oh, man. There's nothing you can say. Starbucks, I've said this time and time again. We went...
when we were leaving Macon.
At a Starbucks in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
Is this where you tried your splash thing?
I tried to say something, and they just gave me a unbelievable milkshake. Shout out to Dutch. No. Seven Brew. Have you heard of this new chain?
Oh, yeah.
This
kind of
guy,
the Chick-fil-A of coffee a little bit.
This dude came through and kind of he read my body language.
Oh.
And I was like,
David
I want a cold
Archuleta?
brew. I want a cold brew. Were you on American Idol?
Were you LDS at one point?
LDS singer? No. Here's my wife right here. He starts hitting on her. Okay, we're good.
All right. As you were.
I was just like cold brew foam, a little sweetener, and he's like, "Let's let you know, man. You do the foam. The foam is sweetened, and that sweetener is really sweet, so it's gonna be a sweet drink." And I was like, "Well, wait,
Whoa.
Well, then don't do that." And I was like, "Wow,
I'm game for that customer service.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get Archuleta in that back office. You do that. What you just did. I've tried 50 times at Starbucks. So shout out Seven Brew.
Where did
coffee.
you go to Seven Brew?
Trey does a lot when you're not around.
Clearly.
We were on a road trip to Boys Lake Day.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to hop on here and say, because this is how I make money also. You should come to the Trey Kennedy Grow Up Tour.
Great sentence structure.
I just wanted to hop on here. It's a mid-roll
You're already on the podcast.
ad. Yeah,
You've already
it's
hopped on.
Oh, you're still here? Great. Well,
She's like,
my husband-
Katie's under the impression no one listens to this. He's like, I don't know. He asked me to come to the basement and record.
We just do this to connect with each other.
my husband, who is Trey Kennedy, actually, he does.
TreyKennedy.com/tour. We're coming to Fargo, Sioux Falls, the Dakotas this weekend, June 8th and 9th. And then June 29th, I'm getting my home state, Oklahoma, Tulsa. We're playing the River Spirit Casino. Cannot wait. And then rounding out the tour in July and August with a lot of fun dates. Some Indiana.
Goshen.
We're coming to Albany, New York, Portland, Maine, Lexington, Kentucky, Boise, Idaho, Southern California, Reno, Nevada, Durham, North Carolina. Get tickets. TreyKennedy.com/tour. Where can they get the tickets, Katie?
TreyKennedy.com/tour. He is my
you.
husband.
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop on here in the middle of the podcast that I'm a part of, and just wanted to say, hey, summer's here. It's pickleball time. Everyone listening right now knows someone who plays pickleball. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone in your life. And I have a pickleball paddle company, and check out this new fun design we just came out with. How's the? Oh yeah, you can see it.
Beautiful.
That's nice. Little bomb
American
pop
camo.
inspired.
I like it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's flying off the shelves. You can get 2 of our paddles for $98 if you use code Friday with 2 Ys. Little special promo for you guys. And yeah, they're great for beginners, but they're all around just like amazing paddles. Great for the price. Check them out. All right, I'll hop off here. See you guys.
I got a boys' day this week, Jake.
This upcoming
Boys'
week.
night.
Yeah.
Boys' night.
Nice.
There's nothing. It's kind of like the anticipation of a thing
Like a
is
solar
almost
eclipse.
as sweet as the thing.
Yeah.
And I threw out today because I started brainstorming a little bit, and it's getting nice.
It's getting
summertime.
perfect.
I said, because we're gonna meet, right after everyone gets off work. It's guys' night, no babies. I said, would it be crazy if maybe we did like a 5 p.m. 9 holes?
Would it be
Just
crazy?
threw that out. And a couple guys go, wait a second. You just start. How great! What a kickoff of a guys' night.
Dude,
that
that
why-
fires me
Golf
up. I want to send a
from
text
5
like that.
to 6:30. Grab a nice dinner, and we planned it this way on purpose. By the way, Game 1 of the NBA Finals.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
You know what's funny is, so I'm having somewhat of a girls' night. I'm having dinner with a couple girls on Wednesday.
just a couple.
And Trey was like, how earlier is your girls' night going to start? Now I see why. You want to start yours super early. So
That's not super early.
He was trying to get off work early.
he was like, you should do something before dinner.
Well, that's legit.
Yeah.
I already was just gonna do that, so I'm just trying to encourage you because there's a night difference between, especially when your parents, girls' nights and guys' nights. Us guys, we're brainstorming fun. Like maybe we go to the golf course. We play a little golf. It's nice. A couple guys don't even golf. Ride in the cart. Have a cocktail.
Fun.
Then we're going to go to a fun dinner we haven't been to. Then what if we go to this bar to watch the game? The girls are like, let's meet for 80 minutes in someone's patio.
Where the baby monitor still works.
Yeah, where the baby monitors work. And sorry, a couple of us are coming late. We just feel bad. We really want to help the dad do the bedtime. And right now
Sorry, we're
gonna
so considerate.
And it's just-
what
I'm
a
just like,
horrible
we got
trait.
it.
What a horrible trait.
go. It's impossible. And I feel bad because you ladies deserve a fun night. But I know it's like they're going to meet right. They have dinner at 7:30. I was like, you're going to go right at 7:30. You're going to eat dinner, come back, right? It's going to be a 90-minute thing.
Well,
go, hang out
part
before,
of the
hang out
issue-
after. It's a
because-
rarity.
Well, you guys are never pregnant or breastfeeding, and half of the
Well,
group is doing either.
Never say never.
and it's kind of makes it difficult to hang for a long period.
Oh,
Pregnancy not
trust-
so much, but the
we-
breastfeeding it makes it difficult.
Breastfeeding makes having fun difficult.
It makes hanging for a long time because you can't.
Here's your best friends. Just pump it up.
Well, that's kind of an ordeal, also. You wouldn't
You
know.
got-
You wouldn't know.
Just express each other a little bit. You guys express yourselves constantly.
What you should do to
You
solve
guys
this,
love expressing.
you should go to a girls' night where everyone's encouraged to pop them out. And then that way you can kind of see, like, see, I told you this wasn't that hard. But I think you need to be there so you can see it happen.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Encourage them. You got it.
I'm right here if you need anything. It's not quite
always
guys'
him.
night, but I got a text last night at 8:47 p.m. from my friend Gunnar. He said, could easily catch a football this time of night. I was like, oh, he's scheming. He's scheming.
Planting that seed.
Yeah, so
Beautiful.
we might have a boys' night of our own this week. Throw a little pigskin,
That's special.
which is not a part of the
That
body,
is
Katie, but just
special.
football.
Okay.
Speaking of summer activities, there was would you say the Dodgers? Is that right, family man?
Yeah, the Dodgers had a probably your and Katie's most nightmare scenario going on.
Oh, no.
Let me cue that up.
Breastfeeding public night.
Yeah.
It's LA.
Get socialized while you're nursing. You know, listen, I didn't make all the human body or anything, but us guys, we go through a lot too. And we're tired and we push through.
I didn't say anything about being tired.
It's just, you girls feel like you have to like excuse yourself to pump. You won't pump in front of each other.
No, we will.
Gross.
Ew, why would you do that?
Thrown up, which was
Oh
right?
Derek, great find.
Dogs everywhere. This is mesmerizing.
Why are they holding him up?
This is disturbing.
This is disturbing.
Any adjective
That
you want to throw
is
at
my worst
it,
nightmare.
I love it.
Dodgers dog
Owners
night.
are having a
The
great
LA
time.
Dodgers had a dog night. That is
Keep it up.
hundreds
That's great.
of dogs. Is that the whole
Every single
stadium?
every person has a dog. There's so many huskies and doodles in there. I
Why
see
are they all
golden-
so big?
They're all medium, large-sized dogs. Every person has a dog in their arms.
I mean, I'm shocked that's legal and
How are
like
they-
didn't result in absolute
Yeah,
catastrophe.
I know.
that one guy up front is just throwing it
I mean,
out
he
there.
can't sit in a seat with that dog. He has to stand. It's too big.
Let alone, I mean, I feel like if they're like, bring your baby night, I'd be like, someone's gonna die. Let alone a dog.
Dude, think about a foul ball. Dude, that has to happen, or unless the dogs are seated behind the net or something.
They said they got three of them.
Makes me sweaty and uncomfortable just looking at it.
I love that they asked him, like, all right, it's fourth inning. It's between the fourth inning. Hold your dogs up.
Hold your dog up.
Do you think that it was just this? I want to know, was it just this section or were there like just sections?
Just
of-
25,000 people.
Yeah.
20,000 dogs.
I mean, LA, there's a large Asian population in LA.
you got to be careful. Get them close to the
That's
grill.
why they're big.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You just crack a foul ball.
Oh my gosh.
People start running towards it.
Air Bud's got to be somewhere in there.
The next Air Bud.
And I want to be clear, that's not my nightmare. Listen, people, this is what's tough about the position I'm in. I love dogs. I want to hang out with your dog. I want to play with it
Your new neighborhood.
at a park.
A lot of dogs. A lot of dogs.
I just simply don't want to like watch you try to breastfeed it or like,
Sure.
you
with
know,
ya.
I was hearing of a friend recently. Dog got hit by a car, lived, sad.
Okay.
Also, a little dog. So I didn't want to. I wanted to, but I didn't feel proper to be like, could you really describe the accident? Because how was that
How did
little
he
dog
survive?
Still alive.
What part of the car? Did he get grazed?
It was like 15,000, 15 to 20 grand to
Rehabilitate?
save its life with like some kind of unbelievable surgery. Right. And then, so a lot of dog people go, there's not a price you could say out there that I wouldn't pay because it's my dog, it's my child. And I'm like, I could get so many Sparkies for that much.
I think there is a price I could pay.
And that's all I'm saying. is I
$40.
love dogs, but it's a dog.
I support.
Well, you don't. You want.
Yeah.
I do not
I was
want them to
describing the
get hit.
accident. And the reason I didn't because I wanted to be like, could you describe the accident? And Katie started like, I heard the boop, like record it.
Yeah. Yeah.
She wanted to like
I
replay
do
it later.
not.
Katie was like, were all those dogs like in one section, like hopefully down like the right field foul line, like beyond the net? Because I know they have a lot of right-handed hitters and that's where the most foul balls go.
I remember because Katie's she's an Atlanta girl, right? So I'll never forget. She's like, we should like maybe go watch a game sometime at a bar. I was like, that'd be fun. And she wore a Vic jersey.
Oh my gosh.
She wore it backwards.
And
so
it was
you
like
saw it on her
12
chest.
years ago when it was like just happening.
Yeah.
She.
Katie's favorite. Like, who are your favorite athletes? Michael Vick. Any others?
Any others?
Just Michael Vick.
Michael
Michael Vick 15 years ago. Michael Vick in his free time. Michael Vick in his backyard.
Horrible.
He was so effective, wasn't he? Yeah, he could throw the ball. That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was a dual threat. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Oh, yeah.
On and off the field. Yeah, that's fun. I've slowly over the last 3 nights, I've watched the Ashley Madison documentary. How much you guys know about this?
Not much.
Nothing at all.
Never even heard of it.
I never even heard of this app. What do you do on it?
Never even heard of this infidelity website. Had you guys heard of this back in the day?
Ashley, I 100% remember starting to like hear about Ashley
Yeah.
Madison, and they're like, because it broke crazy news. They're like, someone made an app so you can cheat on people.
Yeah.
People are like, well, that's crazy. That's out of work. They're like, he's getting a lot of users. And that was kind of the last I heard about it.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about it when they got in trouble. But even then, I didn't understand what it was.
Oh, then they made it because they had a massive data
Hack.
leak.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
then just exposed a bunch of cheaters, which is really funny thing to hack.
Yeah.
Hackers are pretty awesome.
I think it'd be fun to make an app like that and just get as many people as possible and then purposefully expose them all.
They're like,
Whoa.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That
And then you
is
finally-
a felony.
Katie.
No. They signed it when you go.
Oh,
when
they
you
didn't
open the
know,
app,
like-
they didn't
Oh, it's in the
know-
fine print. It's in the fine
Yeah,
print.
fine print.
Gotcha.
Your name is allowed to be posted.
And then Katie just comes on the scene. She's like, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Told ya. Derek, have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw a crazy stat that 30% of men that are on dating apps are married.
30%.
Which, so I kind of
Like they're just kind of looking around, or they're active.
Like window shopping or?
so me and my wife, we met online. I was not married.
Okay, yep,
when-
good.
when we
Every
met.
detail
Was
is good.
she?
Her
One every
profile,
3.
though, did say the funniest thing that happened. I found my best friend's husband on this app.
Oh,
So they were
Best
already married, and she
friend's
bless-
husband.
yeah. So
Oh, not like she set them up. Like she found him.
she found him.
Like
while-
she saw him on there and texted her friend like, "Your husband's on Bumble right now."
100%, yes.
whoa.
And then
I
I
mean, that's-
responded with, I almost matched my sister on this app. So
Yeah, just it gets weird quick. It gets weird.
Wow.
That's a guy who just doesn't understand how the internet works. He's like, wait, how
they see
how in the world of all people did my wife come across it? It's like, dude, you live. She's definitely gonna see it.
Did they split up?
they had some serious counseling and actually worked through it.
Wow.
BetterHelp probably.
Good for them, I think.
Trey.
Yeah, they worked through it.
Wow.
Well, maybe he. I mean, that's obviously really bad, but there's levels to it. Maybe he didn't physically.
Maybe he
cheat.
didn't actually meet up
He
with
was like,
anyone.
okay, I need some therapy.
Yeah, still not good.
They're happy. They're happy now.
Him and I didn't mesh well. We kind of had an argument. We were on a volleyball
got-
team together.
They're like, we matched too, and we just it wasn't meant to be.
That blew the whole thing up.
He was a short king, didn't like that I like to block. So
Oh
that was
yeah.
the worst thing he did. to me.
Volleyball argument.
Wow.
So it's funny you mentioned like maybe he was just perusing because that's so the documentary I think is very well done for how like I don't want to say how little they have to work with, but there's no like there's no serial killer, there's no like
Okay.
it's like white collar crime. So I feel like they're doing a good job with what they've. So the documentary will focus on like the CEO and then they focus on the hack, but they also profile like all these different individuals who are on the website. And there's one guy in particular that claims in like episode 1, he was like, I don't know what it was. Like I loved my wife, but I was just curious. I just wanted validation from other women. I never met up with any of them, but I would just like talk to them. And that's just like filled this gap in my life. And then the cliffhanger at episode 1 is he talks about my wife and I started making these YouTube videos and we did a lip sync of Love is an Open Door and we went viral. And he's like, for whatever reason, once I got the validation from the internet, I just deleted Ashley Madison and I didn't need any validation from women anymore. So that was very interesting. I was like, Rachel, you got to watch this. Like, diagnose this guy. This is very odd. Like you were going to cheat and now you went viral. So now you don't have to. And so the whole time I'm just like, there's no way that's true, right? You were just looking around and
He just wanted some attention.
First of all, I look back and I was like, let me go see their YouTube channel. That video that went viral was called Good Looking Parents Sing Frozen, which is just hilarious. That not only did he title it that 9 years ago, but he's left it there.
Yeah, the description down there is like, good looking, right? I'm good looking enough for her, right?
Even though you know what you know about me in the past from Netflix, you still think I'm good looking. So that was funny. And then, of course, it comes out with the data breach that, like, yeah, he has to admit to his wife, like,
account. Yeah,
not only did I have an account, he makes an apology video on YouTube. And then
I love the thought of her being like, explain yourself. He's like, listen, I was insecure. I needed some attention. And once we nailed the lip sync, I was good. She's like, I would have rather heard you cheated on me. To be honest, that is pathetic.
Yeah, I know, it's so confusing.
Man. I would have rather you been like, dude, I was killing it on that. Might have, He's like, once we got the TikTok popping, that was what I needed.
I didn't need to
I really
cheat
wanna
on
see
you.
The video.
Yeah. Sam and Nia in IA.
It's on YouTube?
Still on YouTube.
Oh, Derek, yeah, just a good-looking couple, nails froze.
And it's funny you mentioned she would rather hear that because eventually she does. I knew it. It was too good to be. I was like, there's no way he just didn't do anything. Yeah, he's a scumbag.
Yeah.
But they're still together.
Maybe it's like, once it really popped and I knew a lot of people would see my face, I also simultaneously thought maybe I shouldn't cheat on her. So I should lay low a little bit.
Really turned around. But yeah, and they're still vlogging. They have like 2 million subscribers.
They stay together.
They pull about 8,000 views or so per episode.
You didn't
Looks
talk
like
about
they
the
just
production value of this.
Renewed their vows, apparently.
Oh, we can't see it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get copyright, but you can mute it.
Oh,
probably.
this guy. Good-looking couple.
Good looking. Yeah, wait. What's the title again? Good looking parents sing Disney's Frozen.
Loves an open door, Sam and Nia. But they're still together.
Yeah, they just renewed their vows.
Wow.
Posted that video a week ago. Renewing our vows after infidelity. That's what they titled it.
I did check out their YouTube channel. I didn't watch any of the videos, but I saw some titles that were kind of catchy. And it was just like, what we wish we would have said in Netflix was like its own video. Then like the next week is like, what we wish Netflix would have edited out.
Fired up that clickbait.
Yeah.
What do you... New vows after infidelity. What does that look like? You just say the same thing and then be like, but I
after infidelity.
really mean it.
But I actually
But this time I super mean it.
For richer or poorer. Seriously.
But seriously
Trust
this
me.
time. Trust me.
Till death do us part. I promise.
He did add in there, like, but I also require a lot of attention.
Yeah, but we're gonna need to keep getting views.
Yeah.
That's part
Not
of my
just for
psyche.
you.
It's like,
Yeah.
if you don't mind, I'm just gonna lip sync the first vows. And then at the end just be like, but like really.
He's like, all right.
Really this time.
Can I say something crazy? Can you wear a GoPro on your head while I do the lip sync vows? I just think that'd be a good POV. Thank you. So, yeah, it's a pretty good documentary.
The business model of Ashton Madison's kind of wild. Like the guys have to pay to chat.
Yeah, it's like a nightclub.
Oh, the girls, they just get on there willy-nilly.
Is it
Kinda makes
Is it
sense.
a one-sided situation where it's like guys and girls are married, or is it like mostly
They both have to
You're
be married,
encouraged,
right?
like this is a website for married people
they both
to cheat on
do
each
you
other.
have to be married to be on it?
I mean, I don't know if they're checking like legal records, but I think that's like what it's intended
You have
for.
to send them your
Marriage license,
have to show
notarized.
Yeah.
the obligatory like couples marriage license selfie. You have to send that in.
The one you take like 2 days until we're the Hendersons.
And they're like, that's the one you want to cheat on? You're like, yes.
yes, this is
that
her.
one.
Don't send me women like her. Different than her.
I
Different.
see.
It's yeah, there was I'm trying to think of other parts. You would have to, it was like a monthly membership, and then you had to pay for like credits to message people, which is like a lot to ask, I feel like. And also, it comes to light that most of these female profiles were fake and you were chatting with bots. So you were paying to chat with nobody. And then another thing on top of it, you would pay $19.99 it was free to delete your account, but it was $19.99 to like remove your data. And then they were just taking your $20. They didn't remove any data. So they were in a lot of trouble.
Surely there's a
Ashley
story.
Madison, the people running it, they get in legal trouble? Or they were
I'm
fine?
guessing. I mean, like the CEO stepped down. I don't know if that was enough, but they were also making so much money that they could probably settle.
Dude, that's so trippy. Think about if you got caught cheating on Ashley Madison, but it was a robot. So they're like, so then the guy's like,
Yeah.
we're good.
See? I had a feeling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of emoticons, like the old-fashioned winky faces. That threw me off.
Surely.
And then she kept saying, I bought Bitcoin. I didn't.
Do you think the husband and wife ever found each other on there?
That has to
That
happen.
had to have happened.
Yeah, they didn't touch on that, but I kept thinking that too. I was like, if it's in a geo radius, I mean,
Right.
it has to, or you're seeing other married couples.
And one is cheating on the other, like they're clearly not happy. Like maybe they both are.
It was great. The CEO was like definitely the face of the company and was going on everything talking about Ashley Madison. And his big thing was like, yeah, they call me the king of infidelity because I created this website, but I don't cheat on my wife. That's like my brand. Like I don't cheat on my wife. The hat comes out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pretty young too. Yeah, he had a type.
You would never ever make an app if you like that if you were happily married.
Yeah, he's like, I know exactly what they want.
It's like,
by guessing.
Like running a clan meeting. You're like, but I love the guys. But listen, work is work. But
I leave that
in
at
the privacy
work.
of my own home. I love it.
That's wild.
It's hard to believe, pal.
But that's just me. I'm able to separate.
So trippy. Like imagine if you undercovered just me saying a bunch of weird text to Siri. And I'm like, well, it's just Siri. It's a robot. I'm like, what?
I'm like, well,
Is that what you thought the whole time? Oh, I thought it was a human named Siri. I'm going to be honest.
We're going to run into that. We're going to hear a news story of someone like emotionally cheating on their wife with ChatGPT or
you ever
something.
seen the movie Her?
Oh, yeah.
No, never mind.
You haven't?
That
I
does
haven't.
exist, doesn't it?
You haven't?
No, because I'm just kind of like
We're watching it
I don't really
tonight.
want to see that.
Ooh, instead of boys' night?
It's no more boys' night. You and me and Her. Oh, Her is, and it's amazing how it was like came out 10
Who
years ago.
stars in it? I forgot.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joker.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Really?
It's just really good.
I heard
And
it
it's
was
just, especially when you put it in context like 10 years ago, how he like falls in love with Siri basically. And you're like, it's so well done. Where you're like, this is so believable. You even empathize with him. Like I can see how you could
You're
fall
rooting
for
for
this.
Oh wow.
Because
you're
you're like, there
will.
will be a day that AI gets this advanced and we're getting closer. There's going to be a lot of sad, lonely guys who are like, ChatGPT 7, what's up, girl? You should hear about the day I had.
I mean, but that's kind of already happening with like weird chat rooms and stuff. Like especially back in the day, I don't feel like chat
How do
rooms
you know
are as.
that?
Yeah, wait, what are you talking about?
You hang out in chat rooms.
Chat
But you know,
rooms.
I feel like back in the day there was these like weird group chat rooms you could get into, and that's how a lot of people ended up like meeting other people. And you don't know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I would like message
We
like
always told people we met on Instagram. We met on chat roulette.
met on group chat rooms.
kind of like the people who like they fall in love with the person they're typing to, but it is a real person, but he's doing it to 10 other girls and they never ever meet up, and like
Snapchat.
they
No, I know
they
what
never
you're
see their
saying. Yeah,
face. It's all through.
Yeah. But AI is different. Like
Let's see.
like in the
Yeah.
movie Her, he knows it's
A robot.
a robot. Do you guys ever do chat roulette?
Did it one time, learn my lesson.
I don't think I was allowed to.
Yeah, I did it
Good.
in college when it was a wild, wild west.
Right? And what a strange, like I remember Xbox Live chat roulette back in the good old days where like meeting strangers was exciting. And now we're so connected. I'm like, I will do anything to avoid meeting a stranger. But that was back, you just get on Xbox. You're like, what's your name? Steve? Where do you live? Cool. You would get to know them as you played them in
Yeah.
Madden. Chat roulette, you had to kind of skip over the weird ones.
Stuff.
But then it'd just be like you and your buddy Jackson would be talking to like these couple guys in like Ohio. You're like, what are you guys up to?
You guys,
That's so wild.
we're just a couple of butt cheeks on a stick.
What's up, chicken butt? And then you go to the next one.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
I asked ChatGPT, which I'm gonna have to delete this right afterwards because Rachel and I do share a GPT account. I said, I'm looking for an emotional and romantic partner to connect with. Are you interested? And ChatGPT said, I'm here to assist you with information, advice, and support, but I can't form personal relationships. Dang.
It's kind of like
Well, I have to roundabout.
kind of like
say
Janet on The Good
tease.
Place.
Say, yeah, you tease. I'm kind of into this. Can you please stop
tease.
playing hard to get? If you play hard to get, it's going to make it worse. So just give in. If you just say yes, then I won't be interested. Say all that.
Okay. You tease. I'm kind of into this.
If you play hard to get, I'm going to always fall for it.
You keep playing hard to get.
That's real, man. Why do we like that? Why do we like teases?
All
Is that what I was?
Yeah.
She, her, it, that. I appreciate your sense of humor. Let's keep things light and fun. If you need any tips on relationships or dating, or if there's anything else you'd like to talk about, I'm here to help. You are a scallywag.
I don't like this.
You scallywag.
It's getting very.
Please keep telling me how this won't work. Telling me how this won't work. I also like to keep things light and fun. Wink. Where's the parenthesis? There it is. All right. And that said, it really won't work. But glad we're having a fun and lighthearted conversation. Yeah, it's just so like HR. But we're still just having fun. And it's lighthearted. If there needs to be specific you want to know or talk about, just let me know.
Say, if you're Asian, I'm going to lose it.
Trey?
Let's just say, because, what's the HR response going to be?
This is my exact fantasy.
Okay, I think we've had enough. I don't know where my enough button is, but we've had enough.
This is my exact.
This is.
Man, she is.
And that's the movie Her, pretty much.
She is stubborn. I can't get through
I
her.
don't think I'm gonna like it. Once again.
You'll love it. How long we been going?
Hour, like right at.
Excuse me. Okay, let's get to these segments, fan videos. I got a fan video coming your way. Derek, Katie, do you have any good stories for us? I think it's time.
Ooh, 30-second story.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
You have a good story. You told a good story recently about
delete
what was
that
it? What
chat.
was it? It was so good. You're like
Anything with the neighbors?
about how one of our friends and their odds of having another twins.
Oh. Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay.
A story in under 30 seconds.
30,
So one of
29,
our friends have
28,
twins,
27,
and
26,
the type of twins that they
25,
have,
24.
apparently, if you have another baby, you have a 1 in 12 chance of having twins again. But I don't really know if that means like she has
14.
2 eggs every 12 months, or like I don't know how that's possible. How do you even get to that? But if they
8,
had another
7,
baby, they could have. They want
4,
twin boys also.
3,
Okay.
2,
But
1,
I feel like that's a lot.
0.
Great story.
That was an improvement.
Yeah, that
was an
was.
improvement.
That was succinct. Not a lot of extra details there.
When you started going, and apparently when it works, I thought you were about to go on a tangent, but you kind of gave us the facts there. Thank you. Wow, that's fascinating. We have friends with twins, and if they're like, if you get pregnant again, it's a 1 in 12 shot.
Which
That's-
I don't, based off like the type of twins they have, but I don't really know how they.
Conjoined.
That's
Siamese.
I don't know how they like determine that.
Dude, what? That is kind of 1 in 12.
Like that's a really high chance.
Pretty good chance.
Yeah, that is a pretty good chance. I think, I mean, I haven't had twins. I don't know. I'm sure it's a lot, but I think twins are so fascinating. I'd love to have a set and raise them completely differently. Just experiment on them.
Oh wow.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I just raised one Democrat, one Republican.
I think that's one of the mini tests. One of them, I don't tell them, like I don't even speak English to them, and just see if they pick it up on their own.
I would love that.
I did go to college with a girl who she was a twin and she had twin little brothers. It's possible.
Oh, like the parents had 2 sets back to back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting too.
I mean, I guess you have all the stuff.
Got the stuff.
Would it like to make them?
Yeah, like when a man loves a
No.
What does
woman.
that mean?
Like the 2 car seats and the double
They're
stroller.
like, if you got all the stuff, might as well make them again.
I mean, if you got the eggs, I got the pouch.
and all the bottles. And,
All right.
but that would be crazy.
Well done. Fan video. Who we got? What are we talking to?
Okay. Oh my gosh, if you guys really pick this video, I'm gonna look horrendous. But anyways,
Oh,
You sent this in.
you look lovely.
minute and a half video, and it like wouldn't let me send it. So I don't know how these people that just chat. Anyways, I am watching a podcast from like 5 or 6 days ago about when you guys were talking about salesmen coming to the door and bug sprayers and all that. And I'm like, I was thinking, you guys, you have to do a video about how to dodge people that are coming to your door to sell
that's a good
stuff.
idea.
Because I do the same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, they probably saw me through the curtains. They see my shadow run by. They know I'm in here. I feel so bad. They're gonna think I'm a jerk. Like, so if you could do one of those videos, that would be awesome. And I forgot to say hi to everybody. And I can't list everybody because I can't get your name in. So, hi everybody. I've watched you since the beginning, Trey. Everybody in my family and my friends know I love you. So hopefully you guys picked this video, but whatever. Bye.
That was
great.
ADHD.
That's like the story in 30 seconds segment. Well done.
I like
Thank you.
her. And I like how she's like, obviously I don't have time to say hi to everybody, but Trey, been watching you since the beginning. You are you're my inspiration.
I've told my cousin Ronnie about you. I've told my friends about thank you. I love girls. They're like, oh my gosh, the way, just sorry, you have to look at my face right now. It's like, well, it's how you look. It's fine to me.
You could
That's Trey's favorite line. I'm like, I don't really want to take a picture right now. Like, I don't. And he's like, that's just what you look
That's
like.
how you always literally look.
There is, and I mean, I know I say it positive. I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm saying this as like a compliment. Your face looks the same as it has. You know what I mean?
don't like how I look right now, so to
right
me,
now,
it's
it's
not a
like, oh my gosh,
compliment.
my face is morphed into something else. I'm like, that's. I would
Newsflash.
understand it if like I walked around the corner, I was like, who's that? But I've never done it. I'm like, Katie, my wife, there she is again. I know her. I just recognize that face.
Yeah.
So I'll totally get it if I wake up one day like, where's Katie? Oh, what's your name? Where's Katie?
Oh, I haven't put my face on yet. Oh, wow. Okay. We'll take a picture then.
Okay, little side note. I saw a video recently of a girl, and she's like, I think, did we talk about this? Where she like wakes up and puts on all of her makeup before her husband wakes up, and she like fake goes to sleep, and he goes to sleep, and then she gets up and takes her makeup off.
She's living a lie.
So he never sees her without makeup.
That is a secure woman.
And she's like kind of like proudly posting the video. Like, this is what I do. This is what I do. So my husband, so I always look nice for my husband. Wow. And I think she watched, what is it? Miss Maisel.
Okay.
On Netflix, the female comedy.
It was on Prime, I believe.
It was on Prime. Because that's kind of like the joke in the beginning. That's what she does.
Oh.
And
she's like, what if I did this?
And you don't do that?
Thank you.
How about that's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah. You're so shocked. Yeah. It's unbelievable.
But then I kind of dove a little deeper, and she definitely was only like 20 or 21, and she was married, so that might be part of it.
Yeah. It's tip of the iceberg, probably.
She's not old like you.
Yeah, you kind of just don't care at some point.
Yeah.
Respect.
For sure, dude, for
sure. Well, it's a pretty solid episode right there. Shout out Java Monster for sponsoring us. I'll be posting about them across all sorts of stuff. You'll even see them at some of the live shows.
Yeah, which we will see this weekend. North Dakota, South Dakota, Fargo, Sioux
Can't
Falls.
wait.
See you guys then.
I got hit up by connected with, our buddy over at You Betcha. I forget. He's a Fargo guy.
He holler at you. You guys gonna shoot?
I think we might try to do something.
Okay, fun.
Oh, that could be cool.
You betcha.
You betcha.
You betcha.
And you've seen his videos for sure. There was one time I went to one of Katie's when she had her fancy big girl job, and there's like a work dinner, like bring your spouse thing, which, by the way, shout out to people who work in corporate America and have to deal with those events. That was like, okay, so I went to some middle-aged woman's home, and they were very nice stuff, but she watched it. She's like, oh my gosh, you're the guy. She's like, this is the guy. He does the videos about like what all the Yeti stuff and just she named off like 5 videos of the You Betcha.
Yeah, like that
brand.
Is a guy named Miles. Thank you.
I just completely was like, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
And I agree with whatever you think about Butker as well.
Exactly, yeah. Which side, who you voting for, Trump or Biden? Agree.
Yes.
With both. Mm-hmm. I think both should be president. If that'll end the combo. Come see us. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Then to Tulsa later this month. But thank you guys for listening as always. Love you guys.
See you next Wednesday.
And I'm gonna go take Katie's makeup off and finally see her for the first time.
For the first time ever.
Peace.
Correct opinion.